Hello YouTube, I am Snippy Joker, and on today's episode we continue our adventure in finding the right fit for me and a DPS player. Now we've played through most or some of the DPS players so far. We've played through Storm, we've played with Black Panther, we've played with Hawkeye, and who else have we played with? I know I've already done Punisher and Iron Man. Those are some of the ones I rely on, but I needed new ones in my arsenal, ones that I can feel good with. And today we are using Magik, and boy oh boy, although she has a good amount of choices and abilities, she is so much fun to use on a controller. Now yesterday, if you watched the video, I tried out Black Panther, and I found him to be lacking in ability. Now, don't get me wrong, in the right hands, dangerous. But for someone who is at a silver gold level, hard to get used to, hard to get that damage done without a team to back you up, a good team to back you up, especially in quick match. So I had a tough time getting used to Black Panther. He's no Hawkeye, which I was terrible at, but Black Panther was tough to get used to find the right moments to go in and do attacks. Now with Magik, oh man, Magik, so much fun. I am in love with Magik. If you are on a controller and you want to learn a melee character who can zip in, zip out, and just cause so much chaos and so much fun, Magik may be the right person for you. Now, my question to the community: do you like Magik? Do you like playing Magik? Do you like having Magik player on your team? Do you hate Magik? Do you hate going against the Magik? I know that, and again, I've said this in a previous video, I went up against a Magik who literally hit the back line, which was me, the healer, every single time. Which, although I disliked, gave me some ideas on how to try and play Magik in this playthrough. Magik has a couple of abilities. She has, as you can see there, you just saw there, the ability to portal through for a split second and then do a spinning sword attack or call out one of her minions to kind of like, I guess it's like a turret, but has a small range. It's like a little demon for turret, which can be used in special occasions. She has the ability to thrust her sword up. She has the ability to rush forward. I believe I forget how it works. She has a portal. She has the thrust up sword, and then what was the other ability? I forget now. Oh my goodness. But there's also the weaving of the melee. So you can, if you're on a controller, it's R2 melee, R2 melee. Oh, she has the ability to charge up her sword and throw out an energy beam. That's what it was. Which at first I barely used because I forgot about it. And then I started to get used to it and tried to put it into my combos. So what I was thinking was, at first you'll see here that I went after mainly anyone that was in my path. Tanks, DPS, healers, and this first game went pretty well. And then I started to think to myself, well, if I can get to beyond the tanks to get to the back line, whether it's a healer or a Moon Knight or they had a Punisher that was pretty good, that might be better suited for me with Magik. And it took me a minute or two to get it down packed, because when you're dealing damage, oh, here's her ult. When you're dealing damage, you're also gaining health back to the character. And when I was in the practice range, I think you can get up to 400 health total with Magik as you're dealing damage, which is great. Sometimes I felt like I wasn't having enough, but it might have been the heat of the battle. I might have been surrounded. If you have good healers and good tanks, I would use Magik to kind of cut corners. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to cut corners. Now, if you're a Magik player, where do you like to take Magik? Do you like to go right for the tanks? Do you like to cut corners, go for the back line? Do you like to just wait for your opportunity? Or are you just creating chaos as much as you possibly can? Because my main target, as here, I was trying to go for the healers. They had a Mantis, and they had an Adam Warlock. They had a I just said a Moon Knight, and they had a Punisher. Their tanks were Hulk and Penny. Now Penny I had to be careful with because Penny had mines, and if I hit those grids I was screwed. But and the Hulk was just a pain in the butt, but I don't think it was as dangerous as their Penny was. Their Penny and their Moon Knight and sometimes their Punisher were probably the dangerous of the team. So I tried to make sure I went for Adam. Oh, there's a Hela, I forgot about Hela. Or I was going for anyone that I can do the most damage to. The problem I think I was having, besides getting used to Magik, is my sensitivity. I think if I had my sensitivity up, there were moments where I wasn't able to turn fast enough when either Adam or Mantis would swing right to like deflect me, or not deflect me, but dodge. If I had the ability or the speed of my sticks on the controller to turn, I probably would have been able to take him out before I pretty much got taken out by another player. But her ult is fantastic. What her ult does is it brings out the inner demon within herself and like enhances all of her abilities. Every ability you can use gets enhanced and becomes stronger and just makes her a little bit more difficult to stop. But I mean, the swinging of her sword, the light, the strike to a distance with the sword beams that come out, the ability to teleport up to twice, the ability to use your sword to basically throw a character into the air. I mean, the amount of destruction and chaos you can create with Magik is fantastic. I really loved her. And now this is my second time playing her. Have you guys gone through this? Like, have you gone through the list of DPS characters? Is there a DPS character you like to play? Is there a DPS character you want to play? Are you on PC or are you on console? Like, I'm playing on a PS5. I don't have a PC yet, but I'm recording on a PS5. I'm limited to my tools, but, is there a character you like to play with that I could try next? Right now, I'm going down the line. I'm going down the line. Magik was next, and out of all the characters I've played so far, DPS-wise, she has been the most fun, and I want to learn how to play her better, practice with her, get better with her. I know there's going to be games where I do terrible with her, because, again, if there's counters against Magik, which I'm sure there are, like Penny and her spider field, if I wasn't careful how I teleported, I got caught in it. And I noticed as I played her, like, the first game went well. The second game, I felt like, crap, I'm not doing well. They must have changed something, or, I'm just not getting the right combinations. But then I noticed, and maybe this is me, I felt like I was teleporting quickly and then attacking. And then if I slowed kind of like my mind down as I was teleporting, like held the button down, do you teleport longer, or is it just me? Like, I felt like I was holding it down, slowly watching the teleport going through the whole animation, because you are technically invincible while you're teleporting, coming out and either swinging or using my minion. I think I only used the minion once, which I probably should use it more when I'm more close quarters. But I felt like as I held it down and just was patient with her going through her teleportation, I was able to concentrate and use her swinging ability. Also, try to remember to weave your melee. Melee, right trigger. Melee, right trigger. Because when you swing her sword, right, you kind of have a delay. But if you swing her sword and hit the melee button after you do damage, it kind of gives you an extra attack until she's ready to swing her sword again. So keep that in mind. I noticed that. I also noticed that I have to be careful with her upswing of the sword. Like, sometimes I try to go in and I upswing and I got a character enemy in the air, but it was hard for me to keep them there. Is there a way to keep them there, or is it just me going in, knocking them up, and then just go back down? Because I felt like they were coming back down before I was, which allowed them to either move away or counterattack. And then lastly, with the charge of the sword, charge it up. Try and get it to full charge and just throw that thing. The question I have for Magic players, or maybe Marvel players in general, is there a way to, is that locked on? Or just as soon as I throw it, it basically goes where I aim? Because being on a controller, it's hard for me to wiggle my finger into the right direction. So these are some of the questions I have. If you guys know of a good Magic player to follow, send it my way. Put it in the comments. Let's have a conversation in the comments about Magic. What do you like about her? What do you dislike about her? Have you played her? Do you want to play her? Like, let's have a conversation in the comments. I really appreciate all the love and support that everyone's been showing. I know I don't have the most views, but I want to keep growing. And so if you can sub to help me grow, like the video to spread the word, help me become better. Leave comments on the video, whether about Marvel or what you want to see more of, or different ideas, or even, hey, Richie, maybe you should try this. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate any support that is given to the videos, any feedback is given to the videos. I also have another channel called Snippy Joker Shorts that takes small clips and put them out there. I also have a TikTok. I also have a Twitter and an Instagram, all Snippy Joker. So I'm trying to grow my brand. So again, I appreciate any love and support the channel gets. Sub to help me grow. Like the video. Tell me what character you want me to play next. Tell me if you want me to try something else. Give me a challenge. I like a challenge. Can I get a win with a certain character? Let's do this. Can I get so many kills with a certain character? I love challenges, so send them my way. So appreciate everything. Love, support, any feedback, greatly appreciated. Watch the rest of this gameplay. You'll be shocked at who the MVP was, or is, or was. Yeah, MVP was, and I will see you on the next one.
I'm Hulk. Ow!
This location seems dangerous.